defenseman picks it up, passes it up to a forward.
With like 7 seconds to go.
Coast to coast.
You camembert. I'm trying to work it out.
I can just go for a little stroll.
Yeah. Cheese.
Max Goof was my first crush. He's a dog. Are we having fun though?
Yeah.
Living the dream with the boys at Chucky Slick.
That's funny. You're a funny guy.
That would be.
The Edmonton Oil.
Dude, I touched my eye again. It hurts.
Honolulu.
You
guys are so loud for people who are agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
God, I do hate the player.
I'll break away, I'll break away, I'll break away, I'll break away. You can't stop me now. Try and stop me how? Try to break up my old band with everything that I've
Hey guys, welcome back to Coast to Coast. We hope you don't break away from the action, as this man is giving me some weird love eyes. Welcome back to Coast. How is everyone doing? I know you can't hear me because this will be pre-recorded, but we hope everyone's doing great.
Eric stared at me as that intro was wrapping up.
I stared at you? You just gave me the love me eyes.
Oh, sorry. You bumped me on the shoulder and said, I got this.
I got it.
Let me intro, I got this.
Let me cook, and I cooked.
So, having a...
You can't say that about yourself.
I cooked.
having a slight...
It's not a thing to say about yourself.
Lack of trust is the wrong word, but you've piqued my curiosity because typically you don't intro shows, so I was very curious how you're gonna intro the show, which is why I was just.
Do you look at your wife that way? Like, I don't know. Wait. You look at me as some funky eyes. Anyways, back to
I will
hockey.
admit I was thinking about Christina when I was staring at you.
I literally saw. I saw it. There was a slight twinkle in his eye, and I got a little
You
scared.
should always be thinking about her, Alex.
I mean, she's always on my mind. It's just her placement in my mind.
Okay, hockey. Whoa, that's a great show. Flames. Let's do it.
Yeah, so Flames. By the way, there's no Phil Trombley this episode because he is at some
Rip.
41.
Don't ask me. He's probably said it like 800 times, and we just don't remember.
No, I do remember he's at some 41 at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome.
Hopefully he enjoys the concert.
It's their last tour ever.
It is. So since our last show, the Flames have played in 3 games, and they've won 2 of them and lost the third one. So they beat the Kings on Saturday. They beat the Blackhawks on Monday, and then lost in their second game of the back-to-back on Tuesday to the Blues, who they host currently. Or sorry, who they're in St. Louis again tonight?
Yeah.
That's weird. Something I wanted to bring up from the Chicago game, because the Kings game was, I don't remember anything I want to talk about from the Kings game at all. If I'm just going through the score sheet here real quick. Yeah, nothing really that I wanted to bring up from that game overall. I think, Dustin Wolf was in that game, winning 2-1.
Pelche had 3 points.
Pelche,
The obvious thing you want to talk about is, I can't say.
No, the Kings game.
Oh, never mind.
I was just reviewing the Kings game, make sure I didn't want to bring up anything, and then jump to Chicago. First one that springs to mind outside of Pelche with a 3-point night, and Rory Cairns making his NHL debut and getting his first assist in his first NHL game on his first shift, a bit over a minute in. Is the Martin Pospisil hit on Taylor Hall.
Oh yeah.
Didn't get a suspension. It was just boarding in a game, which I disagree. I agree with. It wasn't the worst boarding we've seen, especially this season. So.
And the Flames ended up sweeping the season series against the Blackhawks.
Yep.
3-1 in October, 6-4 in December, and 5-2 in January.
Bedard also got his 100th point, so congrats to him.
You know Phil loved that it was against the Flames.
Hooray and huzzah.
Cutter Bedard, yippee.
And then losing in St. Louis 2-1, and I would believe now that after that game, because I believe Vladar started, I would imagine that that Wolf is your starter now. Period. End of story. Period.
It does look like Wolf is starting.
Yeah, Vladar played in that game. He finished with a 920, which isn't too bad, but it's he just.
Should you say 920 isn't too bad? That's pretty good.
I know, but I'm not saying like as I'm saying that Vladar should be the backup and Wolf should be the starter. I'm not saying that to denigrate his performance in St. Louis. It's just Wolf has been kind of consistent, or a bit more consistent. And I feel like the team in front of him just kind of plays better when Wolf's in net.
Fair.
You okay, my guy?
Oh my goodness, I don't know why
but I didn't really want to talk about the Flames on ice performance. I want to talk about something off ice. So there's a report by Sean O'Leary 2 days ago saying they have no interest in trading Rasmus Anderson, who has been involved in trade rumors for the past
year.
Probably, yeah, at least with his expiring contract coming up. However, there's another article from The Score written by Josh Wegman, who says the Flames are in contact with the Sabres over Dylan Cousins because it's been established that the Flames are looking for a kind of like young center, and Dylan Cousins very obviously fits that.
Yeah, 2 years ago had a 30-goal season for 62 points on the year, or around 62 points. He does cost a little more than I think the Flames would want. He's currently in year 2 of a $7 million contract. And if you're trying to go for a young guy who still kind of only has the one super good season under his belt, might not be. Again, you could retain, but
I'm not sure they'd want to. But where I'm going with this is, if you have no interest in trading Rasmus Anderson, who do you think is going to be involved in that trade? Because if I'm Kevin Adams in Buffalo, and I have Craig Conrad calling me saying, "Hey, what would it take for Dylan Cousins?" I would imagine Rasmus Anderson is one of the first names out of my mouth.
Yeah, but Buffalo, I don't know. Buffalo doesn't need defensemen, I don't think. You have Darlene, Power, that's not his name, Byram.
Owen Byram. Yeah.
That is indeed.
Yeah, I feel like they have a good defensive core because, Owen Power, like you just said.
Yeah.
They're three.
They don't need a goalie because they have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Obviously, you wouldn't ship out Wolf. So Vladar will probably stay. You're not going to get rid of Kadri. You're obviously not going to get rid of Huberdeau. Might be picks.
Well, I'm not saying it to necessarily say they don't need him, but, I mean, who would you rather have, Byram or Anderson? Who would you rather have, Yogi Haru or Anderson?
Anderson.
You have a top 4 defenseman.
Yeah, I guess, but the Sabres aren't really going anywhere right now.
No, that's true. I don't know. I just, if I'm Kevin Adams and I'm looking at the Flames roster, that's probably one of the first names that I'd bring up.
Oh my goodness.
Because I don't know who Conrad would send out otherwise. And at least with Anderson, you could...
You don't really have an old guy beside. Your oldest guy would probably be Huberdeau. That would be like...
Who is their points leader?
Yeah, that's weird to say.
It is, given last season.
And the season before.
It's good, though. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to say I did call it. That's all I want. I want that just to be known.
They'd have a bounce back?
Yeah, because he had no spotlight.
What if they sent Kuzi over? Would you ever think
Actually, yes.
Andre Kuzmenko
I do think
could be sent back?
Well, there has been talks that there's possible contract termination with Kuzmenko because he has not been playing very good. 32 games this season, 1 goal, 9 assists for 10 points. Keep in mind, less than 3 years ago, he had 74 points for Vancouver in 81 games. So...
Who else is kind of around that? Pospisil has 13. Pelche has 8. And Pelche has played in about a bit under half the game because Kuzmenko's played in, so that's not great.
Or I was thinking Matt Coronado, but I feel like he's turning into a little fan favorite though. So
yeah.
So is Lomberg a little bit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially Lomberg. Coronado being 3rd in points on Calgary so far, just behind Kadri and Huberdeau. Okay, so let's run with Coronado and Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 1-for-1?
No. How old is Matt Coronado?
He's
Matt
young.
Coronado is
Matt
I have it right
Coronado.
here.
22.
So he's 1 year younger than Cousins.
Coronado's been.
Does
through the
Coronado just
AHL.
not have NHL like stats? Nope, there we are.
Yeah, he
He's,
does.
he's been in the a bunch.
Yes, yeah, and
So he has 23 points this year. His career high is this year. Again,
yeah, and-
Cousins I think still outweighs that.
yeah.
Cousins, you got to keep in mind, Cousins like I know it's been 2 seasons since, but having 30 goals is not like a thing you kind of disregard, especially when you did that 2 years ago when you were 21. And you still got a lot of shaping and molding, and Buffalo's obviously not going anywhere because they're. But anyways,
So then, if it's Coronado plus, I imagine it'll be Coronado plus draft picks. Is probably the way you're leaning.
yeah, I don't think they give him any. If they're trading a player as well, I don't think you give him any more than a third. Because you almost got to keep in mind this is like a trade for potential, in a way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I would argue that Calgary and Buffalo are both in a rebuild, or at least should be. Craig. So
I don't think you got to blame Craig. I think you blame the players on that one.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Craig. My bad.
Craig, just sell the team. Come on.
And since he became GM, Greg Conroy has done a pretty solid job of trading out NHL players and bringing in picks. And across the next 3 drafts, they have 4, 5, 10. They have 13 picks in the first 3 rounds total.
Whoa. Now that's a lot of picks.
They have 2 in the first for the next 2 years.
That's pretty good. Rebuild. I don't know if it's looking like a rebuild anymore. It's looking like a retool.
Which even then, where would you even put Cousins in the lineup?
These centermen, Kadri's a center, Huberdeau's a center. You destroy part of his development if you send him lower down because he plays decent minutes for Buffalo. He's like I think he's second line center behind Thompson. But I don't know, especially with Huberdeau being so good this season so far.
Second line behind McLeod. Thompson's right wing.
I was about to say, if Thompson's a center and he's not number 1, what are they doing?
Would you put him third line, or would you move Backlund down to third?
I don't know, because like Backlund is fine when it comes to, because he's been in the league for a while, but that could destroy Cousins' like progress.
This is all assuming
and
that Calgary does
development.
get him. This is all assuming Calgary does, in fact,
true.
get him, which I don't know. They might honestly just do nothing.
I can also see that happen. So,
Casey, anything to?
Not really. No.
we summed it up.
Unless you move Kadri down to the third.
Kadri's too good of a player to be sent down to the third line.
Yeah, so if Calgary does end up getting Cousins, he's probably going to be a third line center, because you probably don't want to put Backlund, who is your captain, on the third line, because I feel like that'd be a bit of a bad look.
Put who?
I think Jamie Benn's been on our like third line. He's also old. How old? I'm assuming he's close to age with Michael Backlund.
Michael Backlund?
But
There's only a few players that can be so old and still produce.
okay, not
I can
so
think of
old.
2.
Jamie Benn is 35.
That's old in hockey.
Backlund is also 35.
Yeah. Okay. So I would I think he's been on our like third line once in a while and stuff. So because last year it was like
Okay, then I guess
Shane's line, then Joe Pavelski's line, and then it was Jamie Benn with the kids.
I guess if you bring in Cousins, then you can just kind of rotate second 2C and 3C.
Yeah, again, if one's hot, you start the other.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Kind of platoon it.
Excuse me? Platoon.
Platoon.
Oh.
Yeah, where like if one goes down, you
It's this.
put your backup in.
I was born in this century. I don't know what that means.
He's mean to us.
Yeah, as in your brain hasn't fully developed. Yes, we know
I don't
that.
yes, it is I will say it is very far from being developed. Very far. Shall we move on?
Unless we wanted to add anything else from the
No, I think
kind of Flames talk.
I think we can end it on brain needs development.
Definitely.
Okay, then with that,
I'll give you guys a list of whose brains need development.
At the top of the list, me. Continue. Good
okay,
sir.
cool. Just want to make sure you guys are good. Earlier today, I believe the NHL put out or released the Stadium Series jerseys for Columbus and Detroit.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Didn't know that was a thing. Like,
I didn't know it was happening
coming.
like that.
I know this. I know Stadium Series. Didn't know the Columbus and Red Wings had a thing.
Can I be honest with you? I'm right there with you.
Like, there was no hype. There was.
Casey's freaking out.
It's just about something else that we could probably talk about later, but I'm gonna forget. But go on. I'll bring it up later.
Do you want to text the WhatsApp group and I'll read it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, text the WhatsApp group. So let's look at the Detroit one first. If my lovely producers, either Aiden or Maya, want to share my screen there. So there's Dylan Larkin. Hi, Dylan.
Is he wearing a football helmet?
No, that is a hockey helmet, my dude.
I don't
They
know,
put their-
from a-
they
that
put
looks
the-
like
They put the wing.
They have a stripe.
It looks so good.
Yeah, so they put the wing on the little side of the helmet there. Look at that. That's pretty neat. I think it's the first time in a long time that Detroit has made a good uniform.
No, literally, I was like, because I would love to buy a Justin Hall Detroit jersey, and I'm like, there's none I would want.
Nope.
There's nothing I want of like the Detroit Red Wings.
Because Hall's been on their wings since
the unofficial
22?
uniform database. Because they haven't.
Yeah, I think so.
They haven't changed it like much.
No, they haven't changed it at all. But I'm saying across the reverse retros.
Oh, like the reverse retros?
Yeah, across. What other reverse retros?
Any
were
other
there?
like fun ones they had? Even,
across
like,
literally, I would argue
anything.
any of their outdoor games.
So their first reverse.
And they have the little.
Right.
This is their best event jersey,
So those
by
are their
far.
first one.
in my opinion.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, were their reverse retro jerseys the exact same for both drops?
No, they were not.
Sorry, their other reverse retro jersey was literally a white jersey with a red logo, obviously, a red numbers, and a red captain or A.
Yeah, that's the Gen
That
1.
quite literally looks like a practice jersey.
That's their Detroit Red Wish jersey.
Yeah, no, these
Brother.
are good.
Yeah, it's their logo with a couple silver lines.
That's not a now that's a jersey.
And then their second reverse retro was
Stinky.
pretty much all red with black lines and white Detroit font on the front. I know it's a callback to a jersey. I forget what year that jersey was used in. But this Detroit one that Larkin is currently wearing,
Looks good.
I think it's their best special.
From a distance, it does look like he's wearing a football helmet. The white, like, it looks like a stripe, but it might be the line on the top of his head. But you can't tell me it doesn't kind of look like a football helmet.
The line on the top does resemble a football helmet. I will give that to you, but he's also playing hockey.
But they're playing at
He's also on ice.
but they are playing at a football stadium.
I don't even know where it's being played. Because that's how little this game has been advertised all year.
Yeah.
Granted, it's in March, and they're probably not going to start advertising it until about February.
It'll probably start advertising it after Four Nations, I would think.
Oh yeah, because Four Nations is probably the big one, and then they'll probably start advertising it at Four Nations. I'd probably think. Imagine one of the Imagine one of the first ad breaks for Four Nations is probably going to be the stadium series.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. Columbus.
Zach Werenski on my screen.
The guy's he's played incredible. Hello.
And holy,
that is an amazing jersey.
I want it. I want this one bad.
Also, completely ignoring the jersey and just focusing on the player. Right now, he is tied for Cale Makar in points. Low key insane, and he is a major reason why Columbus is in a playoff spot. Thank you.
I want this one bad.
So the Columbus jersey.
That's like you with any jersey, though, Alex.
No, it's not. I like the Detroit one. I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
This one I want it bad. I want it very, very bad. So the cannon looks amazing. The cannon looks great. And the letter that the frame around the A is Ohio.
Yeah, that's
actually really cool.
Which is like a nice little touch.
Every time I think of the Columbus cannon, I think of Johnny Gaudreau. Every time.
Kind of
and he's just like, dang it, because that's just when he got back after, or just got traded to them, and he gets scared the first time. He's like, dang it. He was trying to like brace for it, but I think I'd be scared. Could you imagine like taking your friend to a Columbus game
I'd be scared.
and not saying anything about the cannon? And just like, oh, we scored, boom.
That would
I
be
wouldn't be friends with them after
terrifying.
that.
We scored.
I
Boom,
wouldn't be
get down.
friends with them after.
No, yeah. If
Okay, well then warn your friends about the Flames at the Flames game. It's really hot when the Flames go off.
a cannon and a flame are vastly different. I can't be jump scared by fire.
Could you imagine? This is a really stupid tangent, but could you imagine the team name every time they scored that thing like happened on the ice or it happened? So like an avalanche happened if the Avalanche scored.
It's a natural disaster.
The Hurricanes, just penguins go on the ice.
No, don't say those things.
There's gonna be oil on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. A whale, a big whale for the Canucks.
Or
That would be
dolphin?
so funny.
So question:
A big star falls for the Dallas.
the Montreal Canadiens score.
Every
Does everyone just go on the
every
ice?
Canadian just jumps on the ice, and then the Senator, a bunch of just political.
A bunch of Canadians just get dumped from the rafters onto the ice.
What would Flyers be?
Just a whole
Just
bunch of
feathers.
gritties.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of feathers.
What lightning? Boom.
There actually is a Tesla coil in
that is true, yeah.
the Emily Arena. to my
Nashville
knowledge.
Predators.
Just a junk.
I was just about to say Panthers.
Like that's dangerous.
Then you have-
It's like
then you have, like,
extreme NHL.
the Seattle Kraken. That's a mythological creature. It's great. Oh, a duck. That would be great.
I might be overstepping my bounds here. Are Krakens not real? One of us is gonna look stupid.
Guys, it's a mythological creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're real. I'm pretty sure they're real.
Kraken is a legendary sea monster of enormous size. A legendary sea monster.
A legend.
Yes.
I'm saying legendary though. To me legendary means like insane.
I just typed in Kraken.
Oh,
and
Krakens are not real.
I just typed in Kraken and pressed space, and it came up with Kraken.
The real life
Kraken
origins
crypto.
of the legendary Kraken.
So I would like it. I want an assigned.
The
I want a
origins.
signed apology.
Ever
right
imagined
now.
by mankind.
I want an apology
Ever
in Nordic
imagined.
folk-
I want an apology.
folklore.
for you doubting me.
It is said to haunt the seas from Norway to through Iceland. That's not even close to Seattle.
There's an article on NPR that's saying the Kraken
You
is
think
real.
penguins are near Pittsburgh?
This is probably the worst hockey tangent we've ever been on, but this needs to be confirmed.
No.
We probably
Yeah,
sound so
why are
stupid.
the people stealing names?
No. Wait. You, my friend, sound stupid.
Why are
Look at this
people
article.
stealing names of?
Look at this.
I knew the Kraken didn't
Look at
exist.
this article by NPR. The Kraken is real. Scientist films first footage of a giant squid, which is a Kraken. Eat it.
Why are we taking names from places that aren't even
Eat the
happening
Kraken.
near us though? Like I don't know. I saw because a lot of signs in Seattle for the PWHL game were like, they want the Seattle Frost. I think no.
Minnesota.
They want the Seattle Freeze.
Oh.
But then somebody was like, oh, we wanted the Sirens. And I was like, that would have made sense because, like, I guess it kind of makes sense in New York if they're literally like I don't know. Because, like, the mermaid on the Starbucks logo is a siren, right?
This is a really
and, like,
weird thing.
Seattle is the birthplace of Starbucks. So, like, I don't know. Why are we like Pittsburgh Penguins? Yeah, there's no penguins there.
Yeah, but then you go with, like, the Minnesota Wild.
It is wild up there. Down
there. I'm sure they have forests.
Okay.
It's like
okay,
Canada
LA,
there.
but like it's like that with most teams. LA Kings. They're like there's no king.
LeBron plays in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but he did. But has he always for his entire career?
No.
Exactly.
He was a Cav.
Yeah, and a Heat
He was a Heat.
player. Sorry, but the one that actually makes the most sense in my opinion is the Senators, Ottawa Senators. Where do most
I think
Parliament?
Vancouver makes sense too.
Where do most Parliament things happen?
Also Montreal.
In Senate. In Senators.
People that,
Toronto. Just kidding.
there are Maple Leafs in Toronto.
There's Jets in Winnipeg.
Wow.
That is where the Royal Canadian Air Force things are.
I would argue Calgary has
There's
flames.
definitely lightning in Tampa.
There's definitely hurricanes.
Are there Panthers in Florida?
I'd be surprised if there weren't ducks in Anaheim.
We are not interesting.
But that's also from a Disney movie. So I mean,
True.
isn't it weird that they came up with like this logo?
Well, the St. Louis Blues are known for blues music.
No, I'm saying like this was created by a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I did not know that their
I think.
logo was.
Yeah,
like,
because they used to be called the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
I didn't know that their logo was a music note for the longest time in my life. I didn't know what
Same.
it was. I was
No,
like,
yeah.
ooh, like a golf club.
Yeah, I was like, it's a winged thing.
But
It's a thing with wings.
also, Disney also owned the
Yeah.
Angels, also like the Anaheim baseball team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It
before
was
they-
all
yeah,
probably just
before
a
they-
way to promote Disneyland.
Or-
That's what the
yeah.
Angels.
That's pretty solid.
They were trying
lore
to
is.
capitalize off the movie. Anyways, back to hockey. Or
The movie of what?
the Mighty Ducks.
Okay, sorry, I was talking about the Angels
Oh.
at that moment.
Sorry, because I was saying they're going to capitalize off both of those things.
But the Angels have been around a lot longer than the
Yeah, and then
Anaheim Ducks, I'm assuming. But yeah,
and then
they
they
was
got
just a way to
relocated.
they're like promote Disneyland, and I'm like, Disneyland needed promotion. I guess when like
When it first dropped out.
TV wasn't invented.
How old were you guys then? Like 10, 20?
When TV first was
Yeah,
invented.
you guys were 20. Yeah.
When TV was invented, name the year. When do you think TV was invented, Marek?
I don't know. Like they.
This is very tangential, but that's okay.
All right, Alex, bring us back.
When was TV invented?
Never mind, Alex. You're putting it. You know, Alex, I thought you were gonna give the fishing hook and you were gonna pull the fish in. Boop. You took the fish and you threw it back.
1927.
Yeah, so you were like 15, Alex.
I was.
Casey, you were like.
I
I
am
was about to
ancient.
say the 80s, though.
I was gonna say the 60s. I was gonna be a little bit more fair. Actually,
Anyway.
I was gonna say the 1800s. I'm not gonna be
Back
like,
to hockey. After being like thoroughly underwhelmed by multiple special event jerseys, like Minnesota and Minnesota had their outdoor game against.
I don't even remember that, honestly.
Oh my god!
the Blues.
Was it the Blues?
Is that the Avalanche?
I remember Minnesota's got off like St. Paul weird striped jersey.
I think it was against the Avalanche. If I'm right, I'm insane.
It was a stadium series?
This could be the coldest moment. This could be a cold moment for me.
Okay, so it's not that one. Which one? Why?
Can you find who the team they played? So this
What?
so I can look really
In
cool.
2014, the Ducks and the Kings played at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we figure out this?
Weird,
I wanna go to that.
Weirdly bad jerseys.
You just got to go
that
back
one
in
too.
time.
I would literally time travel just if I had one chance to time travel. I would time travel to that moment.
Can I hurt your brain? That was 11 years ago.
I know that is crazy. I don't even remember that happening.
Yeah, I was in grade 4.
Somebody played in San Francisco. Okay.
Okay.
Kings have been in a lot for some reason.
Who'd you
and
think it was
wouldn't
against?
Think they'd.
Who'd you think the game was
It was
against?
Avalanche or another team, but I can't remember the name. Oh, the Blues.
I'm not even seeing Minnesota Wild in a stadium series, you guys.
Was it Winter Classic against the Blues?
Oh, okay.
Cool moment. Cool moment.
So
I'm a nerd.
This jersey here. Before I share my screen on this one real quick. This one, sorry, that one's bad. This one, look at that. Look at that jersey. Look at that jersey Jared Spurgeon's wearing. Holy, that is bad. That is all kinds of very bad.
I don't
love
actually
it.
mind it.
And
So
and years
I actually don't mind that one.
for years of being underwhelmed by jerseys. I'm so happy that both teams have one that I
love
would
those gloves and those pants on that one though.
on Jared.
Yeah, those look so good. I love the like beiginess.
I mean,
What color would you call that? Gold, I guess maybe.
or just like tan. They look very tan
Yeah.
rather than gold.
I wanted to say Carhartt. Like I don't know, it's just like a Carhartt color,
Is
you
it just a
know.
brand?
Alrighty, we're half an hour in and we're barely
When
in
we've talked
anything.
about one
Dang.
thing.
Hey, hey Marek, do you want to
Yeah.
talk about the Penguins?
Sure.
Let's talk about Penguins.
So they're from the Arctic, obviously. I'm just kidding. Tristan Jarry has been sent down. Thank God, because I have never seen a goalie lose more confidence in himself than I have with Tristan Jarry. And the breaking point was in the Seattle game. I didn't get to watch all of it because I had my own hockey game. But going into the first intermission, it was tied 1-1. And just looking at that alone, you'd think the goalies play pretty good, right?
Heard about this.
Right? You think they
Sorry.
played pretty good. Pittsburgh had 16 shots, 1-1. Decordo was playing really good. Yeah. The Kraken had 2. The Kraken had 2 shots, and one of them went in. Also, so remember the jokes I say about Jarry letting the first goal in, or within the first 5? Do you want to know the stat that I finally figured out what it is?
I think I've seen this one.
17 games out of 22 starts, Jarry has let in a goal within the first 5 shots. So basically, a team, like in those 17 games, you were guaranteed to get a goal within the first 5 shots. And it's getting to the point where at the beginning of the season, you could have argued it was the Penguins' defense because they weren't playing good. Penguins right now have a top 10 penalty kill, a top 5 power play, and are producing a lot of goals, doing everything they can, right? And we're losing because we can't make a save. We've made Nedeljkovic started for the Oilers game. Now, credited, he did start the game after against Ottawa, and we lost 5-0 because whatever. But you made 40 saves against McDavid and Draisaitl. Pretty good. You put but Jarry just couldn't save a beach ball. Ever. His best game this season was a 2-1 win against the Bruins. Great game. He played phenomenal. But he has lost all confidence to the point where you don't even know if he's going to be able to actually be an NHL goalie ever again.
Do you know his current contract?
Yeah, $5 million. Too much. Way too much.
How many years are left?
3.
He is indeed in the second year of a 5-year deal.
It's not the worst deal
5.375.
because at the time we actually did need a goalie.
No, yeah, it's bad in retrospect.
I'm also tired of people blaming Kyle Dubas for this whole thing. It is not Dubas' fault. Ron Hextall gave him. Do I have one swear? Or how many do I have left?
You have one.
I can say one, I'm okay?
You need one, and if you say one, it's donuts.
Ron Hextall is a fluffing, really bad general manager that tried to destroy the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Kyle Dubas was given nothing to work with, and what he has done has been nothing short of a miracle with draft picks and with everything. And I'm just getting sick and tired of people complaining about that. And I don't like, and obviously, you've grown up playing hockey, you've grown up watching hockey. What's a big rule? You never blame the goalie, right? That's one of the big things.
Unless it's very objectively their fault.
It's very objectively Jarry's fault. Yes.
A la Charlie Lindgren.
Like, quite literally, snipe.
I don't know why. Sorry,
quite
Caps fans,
literally,
that drive-by.
a rookie goalie has, in Blomqvist, outplayed Jarry and then got sent down. And now has been brought back up.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot. I feel like goaltending is just like so out of whack lately. I don't know what it is because like I even think of the goalies with like Toronto Maple Leafs and like we brought up Joseph Woll and he did really good, but then he went through his own little slumps and stuff, and then like
super injury prone. Joseph Woll.
Yes, and then I think of the Canucks last year, like Shelov's coming up, performing great in the playoffs. It's crazy, and now he did not do this well this past season as far as he's been up. I don't know. I just think it's like goaltending in general. I don't know if it's like.
You know how many shutouts Jarry had last season?
Blame the goaltending coaches.
5.
6.
Dang.
And Jarry, it's really weird. He does this pattern where he's so good between October to the very like few games in January, and then just just literally falls off a cliff. Like, remember last year during the Penguins, like, almost magical run to the playoffs again? They almost got back to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nedeljkovic started 13 games in a row, even back-to-back games. That's how much the Penguins just didn't trust Jarry. And Jarry does have a really cool thing. He scored a goal. That's really cool.
You did.
How about we focus on scoring the goals, and Jarry, let's focus on you not letting the goals in. Because, and I will be honest, some of the first goals that I've seen are not his fault. There was one against Columbus where it was quite literally, Columbus shoots it and it's literally the guy right on the doorstep goes, that's not your fault. I get that. The Seattle one, the guy was getting draped all over behind him by either Grzelcyk or Karlsson, gets a weak shot and he goes whee into the net. Just like, it was reported that the Penguins were just done. That's quite literally just it. I hope he returns as a much better goalie, but if he doesn't play for the Penguins, it's not the end of the world because Blomqvist deserves it, and our other goalie in the AHL has 4 shutouts. Yes, and I know the AHL and the NHL are very different, but that's still pretty good. Thank you.
Cool. All right. I don't think it'd be that. I don't think it'd be that heated.
Doug, I've been dealing with Tristan. You remember? Sorry, one thing.
Sure.
When the Penguins were in the playoffs in 2021, Tristan Jarry thought it'd be a great idea to pass a puck to Matthew Barzal, I believe, and that goal ended their playoff run. And I was sitting on the couch with my girlfriend, we were watching the game, and I literally went, "Oh, that's game, series over." Jarry made a pass right to the defenseman, goal.
Are you sure it was 2021?
Yeah, it was the Islanders series, and then we went to the Rangers, and then we haven't made the playoffs since. I'm very sure.
Okay. I don't know. When I hear 2021, I thought that was the
Bubble.
Montreal. No, that's 2020. My bad.
Yeah. No.
My serious apologies, sir.
It gets weird. It gets weird. It's funky.
A few episodes ago, I brought up the idea of Tristan Jarry's ceiling being an AHL goalie, and like that's just kind of how stuff kind of turns out. Maybe that's just his ceiling now.
It's just, but it is. And it
is that just his ceiling now?
I don't know. He's so just like he's just not here. It's really weird. He'll play a really good game and then have terrible 6 starts in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Then play a really good game, and it's just that. There's no media. It's like if he didn't, to be honest, he would still be on the Penguins roster if he did not get scored on the first shot so often. Yeah, you guys didn't like it when that happened to Marsham a bunch. So.
No, I very much hated that.
Yeah.
You know who the Penguins honestly might be able to use?
A lot.
A young goalie by the name of Levi Merilainen.
Well, no, we don't need goalies. We got our rookie goalies are good.
Yeah.
We have a Russian goalie who has I think it's Marashov or something like that. Blomqvist and Philip Larson.
2 shutouts in 3 games. Good.
Whoa.
I bet you in a year, Marek's going to be saying what he's saying about Jarry right now about those 3 goalies that he just mentioned.
They're all
garbage. I cannot hate on Blomqvist. I love him so much. You don't remember? He was literally in the Calder race at the beginning of the season. That was
he was
at the beginning of the season.
He was outside the bubble of it, but sure.
He was playing good.
He was playing really well.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to turn focus to Ottawa and just kind of look at Levi Merilainen for a few seconds here before we jump into some P-Dub stuff that I will address directly to the camera. But before that, Levi Merilainen, goalie for Ottawa, has played 3 games.
That's who you're talking about.
And he has shutouts in 2 of them.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He shut out the Penguins.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah. He's played 5 games in his career. He's 3-2, 2 shutouts. He's good goalie. And what's scary is are we jumping Ottawa?
Yeah, we are.
And the scary part is that's not their best goalie.
Nope.
Their best goalie has been injured, and his name is Linus Ullmark.
And what I want to do here is I want to jump over to the NHL standings, because this is where I'm going to go with this topic. I'm going to click on Wildcard, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to Ottawa, who are a point back.
Dude, if you say, like, this is so funny to me, because even the Islanders, you can even scroll a little bit lower to the Sabres. Yeah, you could almost not even count the Sabres out. That's why this is so funny. Any team in that between 1 to 10, low-key has still a very strong chance of making playoffs. Because Boston has 49 points, I think.
Yep.
From what I can see.
Yep.
Columbus 40. I look at this a lot because Penguins. 49, 48, 47, 46 Montreal.
Yep.
44 Red Wings, 44 Penguins, 44 Flyers, 43 Rangers, 41 Islanders.
Yep.
39 Sabres. Like, I would say the cutoff is the Penguins, Rangers, because Rangers are 42 points.
Yeah.
So, like, because if you, let's say the Penguins, Red Wings, and Flyers all win a game, and let's assume Canadians, Senators, Bruins, and Jackets don't play that night, or just they don't move in the standings, right? You are now all well within a point to 2 to 3 of a playoff spot with 1 win.
For Ottawa, Montreal, and Detroit, they all have 3 games in hand on Boston, who stayed first in the wildcard spot.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's played the most, like 46.
Respectively, they are 2, 3, and 5 points back of Boston.
Yeah.
With a possible 6 points.
And that's not, and like, I'm standing by it. There is that tomorrow, a week, that whole wildcard thing could be flipped. A week.
Yeah.
That's how insane this run is. And I think if it's this close in March, oh boy, that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on.
And we
literally every win will just change in the standings.
We made in-out predictions last week, yeah?
We made what?
Who's in and if you pick someone who's in, who's going to fall out, and vice versa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't be biased.
And we looked at Ottawa, and they had a completely even goal differential. They now have +4.
Because I think Phil said Ottawa.
It probably helps that they won 5-0 against the Penguins.
And everyone else still has negative differential.
You guys say that. I look at their January loss. Finally, a win against Pittsburgh, the win against Dallas, and the win against the Islanders, though. But their first 4 of the year were just losses.
What's weird about goal differential, like this is kind of going back to Pittsburgh a bit. Pittsburgh averages almost 4 goals scored on a game, and they average. Actually, okay, keep talking. I'm gonna pull this up because I actually know where to find this stat.
And I try not to focus too much on goal differential because I treat it very much like plus minus of. It doesn't matter unless it's really bad.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So the team with the most goals for is the Tampa Bay Lightning they average about 3.64 a game, which is insane. So the Penguins average 2.96, so about 3 goals a game. They're averaging about 4 goals scored on. Their goals against average is 3.67. So I guess to go back to the goalie conversation, yes, it's the goaltending. Thank you very much. But again, this playoff, I think this just proves that you should go back to a 1-8 because this is ridiculous.
You want to know the most insane thing I heard?
What is the most insane thing you heard, Alex Furco from the Coast to Coast podcast?
Someone said they should do a 1-16.
I think that was me. I think I said that. I think I did it wrong. That might have been me.
I don't think it was you.
No, but I think in a TikTok I did say 1-16 and I meant 1-8 and I got flamed for it and I was like, whoopsies.
Numbers are hard.
Imagine a 1-16.
Here, I won't wait. Let's do standings. Let's do this.
What?
The season would just go on forever?
No, so you get into the playoffs. So right now you would have the Capitals would be playing the Canucks. Bruins would be playing the Jets. Flames would be playing Vegas. Oilers, Tampa. Kings, Minnesota. Dallas, Florida. Colorado, Devils. And then Leafs and Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's just weird that you jump across conferences at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But also, I
find that neat.
I hate that the teams play the same. It's pretty predictable, like who you're gonna play most likely.
Yeah.
Like I saw, like if playoffs started today, Dallas would play Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
well, like,
that's been the last 4 years
like
in the first round or whatever.
Throughout the 2010s, it was literally like, okay, well, the Capitals are most likely going to win round 1. The Penguins are most likely going to win round 1. Oh, well, for the 6th year in a row, it's Crosby and Ovechkin.
Or Edmonton's slated to play the Kings if the season ends today, and they play the Kings again.
Would that be the 5th straight time?
4th or 5th.
Or even like...
And the Kings have done absolutely nothing.
0.
Or it's like crazy, like even Dallas playing Vegas and then Colorado last year. Those series could have been, like, they were Stanley Cup caliber kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... That's crazy too, even though like people argue that East is stronger than the West in certain aspects, but you don't think so?
No, I would agree the East is stronger than the... I wonder if there's a stat for... I guess, but there would have been division changes, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But like, in recent memory, who would be better, East or West?
Depends how you kind of look at it.
List of Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah, you go list of Stanley Cup champions.
That's how I'm looking at it. Okay, I don't need to go to the 40s. We'll go to 2000. Okay, we're gonna count this. We'll go from 2024 to 2010.
Let's go 24 to 14.
Just say it.
To 14.
Let's go a decade.
Okay, so Florida Panthers East. Okay, you got the Vegas West, Colorado West, Tampa East. Tampa East, St. Louis West, Capitals East, Penguins, so it's 2 East, Blackhawks.
I messed up my fingers.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Casey's watching me. I'm like, oh, she's on my brain short circuit.
Panthers East, Vegas West, Colorado West.
Yep.
So Tampa East, then Tampa again, then the Blues, which is West, then the Caps, then the Penguins, then the Penguins. Yep. So you got 2. Then the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Then the Kings.
Okay.
Then the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Then the Kings. And then the Bruins, East. Then the Blackhawks.
You're going past 10 years.
Oh, right.
You just keep going.
It was even. It was
remove 3 from the West.
It was an even split.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Okay, that didn't prove my point.
But I don't think, because even like you think of the Wait, who did Montreal play in the finals?
Tampa.
Yeah. Okay. So you think of that year,
it's
that's
East and East.
different. Yeah,
Okay.
but
I have a new way of figuring this out. Let's look at the top 10 standings. Colorado, West. Carolina, East. Toronto, East. Devils, East. Dallas, West. Wild, West. Oilers, West. Vegas, West. Jets, West. And Capitals, East. Okay, we've learned nothing. Gosh darn it. Okay, never mind.
well, because I just think of literally California, and they have San Jose, who's not good at hockey right now. They have Anaheim, that's not good at hockey right
Chicago.
now.
I was just going to look at the wild card races across both of them, and then look at the point differential from 1 to 10.
West is better. If then in that regard, then West is better.
There's a 25-point differential between Colorado and Chicago.
And there's like a what?
Colorado's 55 points, Chicago is 30.
And then the
And then in
East?
the East, you're looking at a 10-point differential. 25.
Maybe that just says
To 10.
maybe that just says the East teams are good.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I'm saying. That's how I would have thrown it out, because it's not necessarily how good your top talent is, it's how deep your conference is. And I would argue, I mean, obviously strength of schedule and various other things go into account for this. But I would at least this season, I would say the East is stronger.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just think of that one division. I couldn't name it, but there's a hard division out there.
The
Atlantic?
Metro, the Atlantic, the Central.
I want to say the Atlantic.
Which team?
What team?
I don't know.
Which one?
Name
Name a team in the name a team that you.
I don't know.
What's a team you think is in the Atlantic Division?
Well, I guess where the Rangers are.
Metropolitan.
Metro.
So then that's with Pittsburgh.
Yep.
That's Pitt.
But Ottawa's in there, Toronto's
No,
in there.
Oh.
that's Atlantic. So
What?
The
They're not on
okay.
the coast. They're
The
not
me-
even touching the Atlantic Ocean.
The Metro. Well,
Doesn't make-
neither is Pittsburgh or Philadelphia.
Yeah, that doesn't. But Carolina is. New York is.
Metro.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't. Right? You get what I mean, though.
NHL's
Not touching the-
To an
they are
extent,
not-
I do.
Chicago's like. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
don't even
I'm
get
gonna
me started on
hold.
Chicago.
I'm gonna hold on before I say anything because my geography is
Detroit
not.
also used to be in the West.
Yeah.
Lest we have another Kraken thing.
Am I stupid for saying
A Red Wing
Chicago's
isn't
like,
real.
The city is like on the east, right?
Yes, yeah. It's
Right?
Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are they in the west?
just to even it up. But Detroit, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Detroit used to also be in the West.
They did.
Pittsburgh used to also be in the west. They
I can't
changed.
recall that.
That's
In the 1800s?
No, and when the Kings won the cup, they beat Pittsburgh in the third round. Before
You're making
What?
that up. You're making.
I
Brett,
swear to God,
Merrick,
when I-
that is not true.
2013.
You are spreading.
That's a
spreading
lie.
No, I swear to God.
propaganda.
I swear.
That is such a lie.
I will bet you a back slap. You can slap me on the back.
I'm not gonna bet that.
Ew.
No, I'll
That
take the punishment.
That seems
No.
bad for me.
You think that's
I'm
2013?
What? Yes, because
No shot.
I just typed in 2013 lax. Cup run.
No shot. I don't think so. I think you're wrong. I think you're stupid.
I'm gonna punch you.
I think you're going a little bit
when
too
I'm
far.
Okay,
right.
here we go.
No. I want to be the one that says it
They
because
were in the Metro still.
we do have to
They
move
were
on.
in the East with Carolina, Columbus, New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, Washington was their conference.
Okay, I know I'm right about it though. I remember talking about this with my grade 3 elementary teacher. I don't know why, but I do.
Do you think grade 3 teacher was saying, sure?
No,
Just so you go
do you
sit
want to know what
down?
she told me? She goes, well, your favorite team lost to the team that won the cup, so is it that bad?
Okay,
Probably in
maybe
the-
she
probably
just
in the
meant at
regular
one
season.
time.
Or maybe you were wearing a Chicago Blackhawks jersey that day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can tell you, it definitely wasn't. Okay. Well, when else did they win?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, when else did the Kings win? 2011? They won in 2011? Did the Kings win 2011?
They won in. Didn't they win in
I think
20?
that- I
I
think-
want to say 2014.
Yeah, 14. Because
And then
the Hawks was
12?
Oh, the Bruins was 11.
Oh, okay. I think it's the 2012 bracket.
Did you
I
ask me
don't
like
want.
4 separate times.
No, I feel stupid now. I don't want to feel stupid.
Definitely.
Flip. I think I did dumb.
Maybe third grade teacher was just kind of funny until you sit
Yeah,
down.
maybe.
Okay, cool. That's awesome, Mariko. Sit
Were
down,
you
please.
wearing a New Jersey?
Okay, I'm gonna search up the thing that makes me feel less stupid.
Were you wearing a New Jersey Devils jersey?
Okay, we have to move on.
Okay, I'm not. No, wait. Was the Pittsburgh Penguins ever in the Western Conference?
You boat anchor.
Okay, you move on. I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay, cool. So it's Magic Shane's birthday today. Yeah, and Casey, the thing that Casey texted me is that he's playing in his 1100th.
Yes, because 1100. game, his 1100th game
1100.
on his birthday, on his 34th birthday.
Hi, Mini Matt. Hi, buddy.
I bought a cake today because I always celebrate his birthday by buying myself a cake. I used to make cakes, but I'm just not doing that anymore. And I would write "Happy Birthday, Matt Duchesne" in horrible writing on the cakes, and it would look horrible. But I would take pictures and like tweet him. I still do that, but yeah.
It's happy birthday, Matt Duchesne.
Happy birthday.
Aiden or Maya?
I did get it mixed up. Dang it. They were in the Atlantic Division.
We all
and
said
then
that.
in the Metro. Well, actually, joke's on you. They were.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. They were in the West in 1973. So I'm technically right. So
as much
hey, look at me.
I'm not looking
No,
at you.
you were.
As much
You
as
were so wrong in that.
as much as the PWHL is trying to kind of separate itself from the NHL a little bit, I would think. They kind of had a bit of an NHL moment.
Dude,
so
I don't know.
This game a few years ago, when Mini Matt was still playing for Colorado.
If you ask me, I'm a ref.
Is he against the Predator there too?
Yep.
That's
He's against the Predators.
Foreshadowing.
That's on
Foreshadowing.
you could say that about anyone.
That was before.
Yeah.
That was before you could challenge for offsides in the NHL.
Dude, that was a goal. That's a good goal.
And then the PWHL recently, if I want to go back to my computer screens there, had a bit of an NHL moment
Ready?
as well.
Boom.
Computer screen. Here it comes now. Cool.
My question is, why is the ref's hand up?
Icing. So Jesse Eldridge of the New York Sirens.
You might need to zoom into that picture a little bit.
Jesse. There we go. Hey, you can see that. Here's the puck, right?
I know what's wrong with it.
There's Jesse Eldridge there, right? So the puck was cleared up by the Sirens in overtime. Jesse Eldridge very obviously being the first player to get to the puck there. A mile offside. It was not challenged because you can't challenge that in the PWHL yet. So here is.
I think she's
I can't
onside.
even see the puck. Is it that little dot?
The little black dot?
There?
Yes.
Okay.
The black dot right here?
I'm like
yes, that's
pointing.
it. Yeah, right there. That's the black dot right there.
There.
Right? That's the puck before the blue line, right? And there's Jesse Eldridge after the blue line, which means she's offside.
That was so condescending.
Learning with Coast to Coast. Sorry.
Condescending.
I didn't feel that way.
Thank you.
I have a famous
Marek.
offside story that I was watching, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, this was in 2012, I guess. The Pittsburgh Penguins were up 3-0 on the Philadelphia Flyers in the playoffs, East Quarters, Game 1.
Briere was offside.
Briere was offside,
Briere was
and then
offside.
that just like the Penguins melted down because I think we lost. The Penguins lost that game.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but you know
weak
what
back
happened that
then.
makes that
They
so
were
much
weak
better?
back then.
You know what happens that makes that so much better? Is the Flyers made it all the way to the finals and they lost.
I was up listening after
To
made it to the
who?
finals.
To who? The
Chicago.
Pittsburgh Penguins? Did they play the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Stanley Cup Finals because the Pittsburgh Penguins were in the West?
In the 1970s, I got it mixed up
West?
because they were. I just got it mixed up from divisions. They were in the Atlantic Division.
But
Even though they don't touch the Atlantic Ocean?
Here's what I want to do.
They actually were. They were
They
in the
did at one point?
They were in the Atlantic Division in the early to late 2000s. Yes, 2000s.
Late 2000.
So I think in 2013 they got moved over
To the West.
So as I was saying, the reason I wanted to bring this up
I hope Matt Duchesne gets traded to the Penguins.
is because,
Actually, no, he gets traded to the Sharks. Sorry, did you want to say something?
bro,
Yeah.
the reason I brought this up is because the PWHL to this point has done really well with kind of revolutionizing hockey a little bit.
The point, the
with
point system.
The point system, the
Rules.
the deal break rule, the I'm completely forgetting the name of the rule, but
more rules.
First elimination, the first team that's eliminated, the points after they get after being eliminated from the playoff
the
contention.
anti-tank rule.
Yeah,
that's not what it's called. But
the
that's what
anti-tank thing.
No tanky tank.
So here's another wonderful opportunity for the PWHL to do something fairly innovative.
Get rid of
and
the refs.
Keep on camera 5 for me, please. Whether it is Jana Heffer that's doing this, or let's go Scott Driscoll and Dean Borden because they're in the PWHL situation room. But let's stick with Jana Hefford for here.
Let's do that. Yeah.
I'm going to address Jana Hefford directly here. Hi, if you're seeing this, hello. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, Jana. So you and the rest of your hockey ops team have a wonderful opportunity to outdo what the NHL has kind of been screwed up doing. Because what the NHL has done is they've kind of leaned way too far into the reviews, and suddenly we're at a point now where we can't exactly cheer on a goal because it might get called back for whatever reason. So I implore you, do not copy that league. Please do not. Whether that's just automatically reviewing a game deciding goal, or whether that's just saying the coach can challenge one thing no matter what it is. They can challenge an icing if they want to. Just give the coaches one challenge period across the game. Do something different from the NHL, just so it's not nearly as gummed up. Also, I hear Calgary is a great city for a PWHL team. If you just want to throw one out here, I would love that. I would be there every game. I really would. Signed, your favorite person and your favorite podcast host, Alex Furco. That's all I wanted to say.
There's no way you would go to every game if it was in Calgary.
Thanks for watching, Jana.
You lying.
I would go. I would absolutely. I mean, do you want to know why I would go? Because hopefully I'd be the PA announcer.
You would work.
And I
there.
would work. I would.
You're
work
also
it.
available for work.
Dude, every time,
Yeah.
you know how funny it'd be if you were a PA announcer?
If I was what?
If you were a PA announcer for the Flyers or the Penguins, because then you could be a PA announcer in PA, but for cause that's
On the
like
West?
Pennsylvania.
For Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania in the West.
They're touching. They're touching the Atlantic, I hear.
Yeah. I was.
Like,
Do you
literally,
want
why
to
are they
see?
not-
They were in the Atlantic, and I will die on that bridge. I literally saw it.
I hear they're in the Western Conference. I hear.
Yeah, they were in the 70s. That was my mistake. Give me a second. I'm pulling that. I need to clear my name.
But that's
Who
it.
is-
Just because
I need to clear my name at least for the Atlantic part.
you can't.
Did you know there was a division called Patrick?
Yes, the patch. Yes, there's also the Conn Smythe division.
Okay, Atlantic Division, Atlantic Division, Atlantic to the early 2000s, like I said, right? Like I said, thank you. Yes. So I'm not wrong in that regard. The West, see? That says West. Okay, I was wrong about the West thing, but I was right about the Atlantic thing. Thank you very much.
With like 5 minutes left, because we started a little bit after 6 o'clock. Hitman Corner. Hitman Corner that you said you were prepped for.
I'm so ready
Hitman
for
Corner
it.
that you said you would do.
I'm doing it. Am
Here
I?
we go.
Yeah.
Good thing you're prepped.
From what I've seen, we're winning. We're winning a lot. They're doing good. Hitmen are doing great. As Phil would say, they're winning, and they're winning some more.
Do you want me to take this?
No. This is my chance.
I have this. I have this
Is this a
prep.
call for help?
I'm gonna pull a.
Someone
I'm
throw me
gonna
a
do something
lifesaver,
out of.
please.
Wait, is the
I'm gonna do a
Hitman in
thing out
the
of
West
Phil's
or
book.
the East?
I'm gonna do a thing out of Phil's book.
They are in the East.
This website is so confusing. Where do I go?
So the Hitmen have played 2 games since our last show. They were both home games.
And they both won. One was against the Brandon Wing Kings.
One was against Brandon. That was on Saturday. One was against Saskatoon. That was
Oh, I'm ready.
that was on this past Friday.
I got it.
Okay, now go, Marek.
So they won 4-1 against the Saskatoon Blades.
Yep.
And in that game, if my Wi-Fi would load, the 3 starts of the game were Oliver Tulk, 2 goals, 1 assist.
I love him. He accepted my follow request on
gracious me, oh my.
Instagram.
Brandon Gorzinski. Yep.
Gorzinski.
I'm surprised I got that. 1 goal, 1 assist, and defenseman Callum Parker with 1 assist. You honestly, Cooper Williams. Sorry, that's kind of cool. Cooper Williams played hockey with my brother. It's kind of cool. But yeah, they look right now. The Hitmen look absolutely unstoppable. They, like we said, I believe last week. The Hitmen finally they kind of went all in, especially after the World Juniors. You can kind of see what teams are super serious about going all in, with the Hitmen acquiring Minho, whatever. He's been doing, from what I've heard from our good man Philip, he's been doing pretty good. You got a penalty last game. That's not very good. But you have a very dominant win, 4-2. Against the Brandon Wheat Kings. I think they're on a 10-game win streak. I think that's what I wanted to say it is. But right now, the Hitmen look unstoppable. And if you're asking Phil, he's pretty happy. And if we look at the standings, there we go. The Hitmen currently sit 3rd in the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference. Currently with 39 games played, 24 wins, 11 losses for 52 points, which does tie them for points. It's just weird. They've played less games, but the Blades are. Yep, that website's weird. Whatever. Overall, they are 6th in the entire WHL, with the teams in front of them only being the Tigers, the Royals, the Cougars, the Chiefs, and the Silvertips. Like Phil said before last week, it is looking like it's going to be a Silvertips Hitmen final, and that is going to be a good final.
Do I talk about the central draft scouting?
Here's Alex with the central draft scouting.
All right. So recently,
I thought I was gonna get a little 5-minute little tap, hey, get the Hitman corner ready. No.
When have I ever done that?
I don't know.
I always say hit my corner.
Do I look like Phil?
And then Phil says hit my corner.
Do I look like Phil?
No, do you like the person who said, I can do Hitman corner? No, you quiet coyote yourself.
Quiet coyote. So recently, the NHL put out their central draft scouting report. I believe this was on the 14th, so a couple days ago. Mike Moriali and of the NHL, he's a senior draft writer, put out the top North American skaters and goalies, and put out the top international skaters and goalies for this upcoming draft. And Flames player Benjamin Kindle.
Light the Kindle.
Placed 20th.
Out of curiosity, where's the kid named Roger McQueen?
Roger McQueen is 5th.
Yeah, okay.
Roger McQueen from Brandon.
McQueen.
Also, a little side note, not having to do with Hitman, but that's a cute little thing that I noticed earlier.
Oh, it's cute?
I think it's cute.
We'll be Casey and I will judge if it's cute. Right, Casey?
Placed 28th on this central draft scouting list, William Horkoff, son of Sean.
I would say that's more cool, not cute, but
I think it's pretty
I'm
cute.
going to look up how old Sean Horikoff is. He's 46. I guess he's not that old.
I thought for some reason that was the WHL player. I'm like, how is there...
No, looking up Sean.
So we are getting the wrap it up sign from
That's
Aiden
cool,
Aleko. And
wait, I need to say something because there's.
I'm not lying about that.
It's Hockey Day in Canada in Canmore this weekend. What do you guys think? What would happen? I'm curling, but I hope I curl late on Saturday. What would happen if I just walk around with a sign saying Elliot Friedman is a zaddy? Will I find him?
No.
He's there. I know he's actively. Not. No, he is here. He's here.
Is he there?
Yes.
I thought Hockey Day in Canada was just run by
No, he's
Ron.
here. He's here. Him and Kyle Bukakis are here, and I saw him with Elliot was with Kevin Bieksa today.
Do you know Ron McLean used to be a hockey referee? I learned that the other day.
But do we think I should do that if I have time?
I mean, I'll be in Canmore for the game.
Yeah, the girls'
Well,
game.
I'm going to be speaking for Aiden Aleko and Maya Butler. Can we move on and wrap up this show?
Oh my God! Can you quiet coyote?
I was just gonna.
I'm actually this is literally from them, not me.
I was literally gonna take 2 minutes just to mention. Keep an eye on our socials because a couple weeks ago I said we'd start doing youth sports, PWHL, and AHL more often.
And
so
more
keep an eye on our socials for that.
And more content posts.
More content in general, yes. But we're going to start expanding different leagues. So the youth sports, PW, and AHL will all be covered on our social media. That'll be kind of weekly kind of updates from pretty much just all of us here. And also, if you're in Canmore, feel free to come watch the Cougars and McEwen Griffins game because I'll be the public address announcer for that game. Hooray for me, because the Marlow Cougars women's team, the McEwen women's team, I believe puck drop is at 3:30, 3 or 3:30, one of the two. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday, hopefully with 4 people here, and hopefully it's a less disjointed show.
This is perfect.
Thank you to producers Maya Butler and Aiden Aleko. I've been Alex Verco with Marek Robinson.
Pittsburgh is not a Western team.
Casey Freeman.
Happy birthday, Matt Duchesne.
We'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a happy Hockey Day in Canada. See you guys next week.
I'll break away.